first because I'm like, I mean, cool. That if that's what you want to be, then do that. But like, don't ridicule me because I say lesbian last. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I don't like. Okay. So to switch the topic, go. I'm listening.
Well, it's not really switching topics now that you said all that.
I'm sorry.
So my next thing was like, as far as like your identity, like your label, your pronouns, and your status of like relationship status. What are you? So it's pronouns.
So you go first, so I know exactly
your label and your status.
Okay. So pronouns: she, her, because I still believe I'm a woman. I don't want to be a man. I think every woman would say this. Like, obviously, I don't like my period, but no woman likes that. You know what I mean? Unless like you don't have one.
Right.
So I'm still she and her. I don't believe. I just like masculine clothing. So I understand why I can come across like I may want to be, but I don't. That's by no means. So that's my pronouns: she, her.
Okay.
What's the next thing?
Your label as like, would you label yourself as like lesbian, queer,
lesbian,
non-binary? Well, non-binary would actually be like your pronoun, I guess. But like, would you be
okay? I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Like, I'm not too much into like I don't know a lot about the pronouns. I try to inform myself a lot about it because I don't want to offend anybody. And I respect what anybody does in their personal life and how they are with being transgender or not transgender or non-binary, whatever the case may be. But I would just consider myself a lesbian. Okay. I would say. And I'm a lesbian that would date a femme, a stud, a stem. I don't know about a dyke because for me, you know what I mean? For me, I think dyke is more of like you want to play the man role.
That's not always the truth.
That's what I'm saying. So that could be I can be way off. You know what I mean? But for me, when I hear dyke, it's like she wants to play the man role and she wants to be the male in a relationship, and it's just like she's a touch me not and all of that, and I'm not into none of that. Like, I want you to touch me just like I want to touch you.
Okay. So, okay, we're gonna get back to that.
Okay, we can. So I would be a stud. I would consider myself a stud, right? But I'm a stud that likes to be touched. I want that to be very clear. Very clear.
PSA, I love head.
You feel me? Like, I want my toes sucked. You feel me? Like, I'm into all of that. Like, suck my calves. Like that. And my relationship status is I am single. So
heard you, sis.
Newly single. You see how I look down when I said that? Because I don't think a lot of people know that, but it is what it is. It's no secret. It's just
news to me.
It's not a lot of people's business. So it's just like I am newly single, but me and my ex do have a great relationship still. So
okay,
shout out to her. At this point, right now.
I almost said.
You know how shit goes.
I almost said what I call her. Like,
you know how shit goes. You know how I am. Yeah. So you would consider yourself. So your pronouns are.
My pronouns are. So this is like a PSA because this is my first time actually like saying this in like a public setting. And probably my first time saying this to you. Maybe.
Right. That is so weird. Why would you not do that in front? I don't like that.
So, I would prefer, as of now into the future, that my pronouns would be they, them.
They, them. They, them. Okay, so what is they, them, right?
They, them is just like a non-binary term.
Non-binary term.
Yes.
So clarify what binary.
So, I am non-binary. I don't think I fit into, like, the male spectrum, and I don't fit into like the female spectrum.
Okay, so tell me if I'm wrong about this. So non-binary is you come out as a female, right? Out of your as a female, but you don't
conform to gender norms.
Got you. So you don't feel like you're a female.
I don't feel like I'm a female, but
you don't feel like you're a male.
Don't exactly feel like I'm a male.
Okay, either. So they them, right? And then so what would your label be?
My label, I consider myself just like queer.
Okay, so queer
means basically like in my mind, I wouldn't say like it's the definite term, is basically like you would date basically anybody. Like you would date any, you wouldn't only date females and you wouldn't only date males because I mean obviously I wouldn't date males because I am
lesbian.
I'm not lesbian.
Okay, but
I don't like the male species.
Okay.
Basically.
Gotcha.
But what like I would date like a trans man or like a trans I don't know about a trans female.
Okay, so
but I would date a trans man.
A man turning into a woman.
No, like I mean, I wouldn't do like I'm not against that. There's definitely like men that I see that have transformed into women that I'm like attracted to, but I've never been around one to know if I would actually like date one.
Because that lady from Pose, I would let her give it to me.
Right, like there's definitely like celebrity like trans women that I definitely feel attracted to, but like in my like real life sense, I haven't been in that situation to know.
Gotcha.
But like a trans man, like a woman that has transitioned into a man, I would go date them.
Oh, you would date them?
Yeah.
Okay, so
like I'm not against it.
So would you date a woman that's transitioned into a man?
I'm not opposed to it at all. Like I'm literally like the type of person that as long as I'm attracted to your like personality and who you are.
So if they still had their, is this too much? If it is, don't answer. So if they had they still had their
penis.
Like how would that work? Like
I don't know because I don't really like the penetration or like the whole like.
So would you
penis
want to?
thing.
Okay, is this too much? Would you want to like? Would it be like? So is that considered pegging, or like would you like strap them down? Like you would still want to be the more dominant person.
I would still want to be the more dominant person.
Okay, got you. Okay.
In any situation that I am, I would prefer to be the more dominant person
in the situation. Right. I get that.
So,
I get that.
My pronouns are they, them.
They, them.
And I consider myself non-binary.
Okay. And now that I know, I will consider you
my status is single.
Raven is single. Raven is single. Single. Single.
But yeah. Okay. I mean, I haven't told anybody that really, except I've told a couple people.
I feel like we're not as close as I thought we were.
No, that's not the. It's been recent. Like it was just really recent that.
Because I seen a couple tweets that kind of led me to believe a couple
exactly
things.
Like I sneak and say something here and there, and if you notice, only one person noticed, but last week
seen it.
I changed my IG profile.
I seen it.
Yeah,
I'm on everything, but I just want. I'm just the type of person like I don't want to pressure you on things that you may not be comfortable in telling me because I know you do things on your own time. But I have wanted to have this conversation with you for a long time, right? And you know the crazy thing is, like, I talked to my therapist about it, and she was like, "Well, how do you feel about that?" You know what I mean? Like, and I was just like, I don't think I'm gonna look at her any differently because that's my nigga. Like, I bang with her regardless, but I wish she would like just tell me.
Be open more.
Yeah, just tell me. Like,
I mean,
I'm not about to look at you any differently or anything like that.
I just feel like it's a work in progress, and I don't want to make like immediate decisions. Like I ponder on things for a long time, and my decision has been very, very recent, maybe like less than a month, and I've only spoke to people about it in like terms of trying to get my thoughts together,
like somebody that maybe gone through it or went through it.
No, I mean, the only person that I really talked to about it in depth was like somebody who asked me my pronouns or what I would like to be referred to as.
But your pronouns are also on your Twitter too. Or did I see that on your Instagram?
It was I think I switched it on both at the same time.
Yeah.
But that was recent. Yeah. It was maybe like within like the last couple of weeks.
All I'm saying is I peeped it.
What I wanted to do
is I'm very observational and I peep shit. And I see all the tweets that she don't think I see.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I see them all.
I also wanted to just make it like a formal announcement right now, which is why I didn't say anything. It honestly
doesn't need to be an announcement. Bro.
It doesn't have to be an announcement, but you would also want to be referred to as what you want to be referred to. So I would rather announce it than have to correct somebody all the time, which I know that I'm still going to have to.
No, don't worry about it
because
I correct them. They, them. That's how you feel me? They them. Period.
Absolutely.
I got you.
So
don't worry about it.
It's not, and that's another thing. Like, it's kind of like I never had to come out, but I feel like I have to come out as like a they, like as they.
That's
them.
a fact. That's a
so
fact.
So like it's new to me.
Weird. Yeah.
It's very new and it's very weird. So like I'm trying to do it like step by step. Which my first step was like trying to sneak and do it and change my bio on Twitter.
On your head.
Try to change my bio on Twitter and Instagram, which somebody had actually pressed me about it last night, and they were like, "So when did you do that?" And I was like, you know, it was it's an announcement. So PSA, pronouns they them,
non-binary,
she, her, non-binary, lesbian. So
I like coochie.
I love vagina.
I
love vagina.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I mean, I guess that's like the gist of, you know, us, the new and improved, back and better us.
Feeling in a good space type. You feel me?
Great space.
Great space.
So random question, are you dating?
Dating?
Are you dating? Are you like shucking and jiving?
Nope.
Fucking and moving?
Nope.
You're not doing anything?
Nope.
You don't get no booty?
Nope. I don't. First of all, this was supposed to be our next podcast, but you know, Raven just goes ahead.
I'm sorry.
But it's cool. But
no, I went with the status
no,
thing.
No, I get it. You know what I mean? I'm not tripping. No, but we will reiterate it next week. I mean, the next podcast. But no, I don't, because I think I need to be spiritually in tune with the person first. And if I'm not, then I'm not going to do anything. You know what I mean? I think that's just in the space that I am in today. And, you know, I can only talk about the present. I can't talk about what I'm going to do tomorrow. But today, in the present, how I'm feeling right now, I have to be super spiritually in tune with you. You have to have intellectual intelligence. You have to have emotional intelligence. You have to have spiritual intelligence. And spiritual intelligence means whatever you believe in, God, the universe, Buddha, I don't care. Muslim, whatever you believe in, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you have to be spiritually tapped in. And I have to be able to give myself to you because I know you're spiritually tapped in. And if you're not, then no, I won't do it.
Okay.
So no, I haven't. Have you?
I've been doing
my
thing.
I see the glow.
I've been doing my thing.
I see the glow.
No, yeah, I mean, I am dating. I'm happy.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with dating. You date a lot of people. You get to know a lot of different people, and some people will become your friends, and some people will become something more, and some people will be like,
it was a great time, right?
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, nothing at all. There's nothing, like, dating is fine. It's great. It's a good thing. It's new. I haven't dated in damn near 3 years, so it's something.
Exactly. That's how I feel.
It's something great.
It's just something that I kind of just jumped into.
Yeah.
Like,
nothing wrong with dating.
It's nothing wrong with dating.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm dating and I'm chilling. I think like right now, like.
I think also, like, at my age, it's like I'm very intentional with my dating and the people that I give my time and my space and my energy to.
I get
so, for me, it's just like, if we're just going to be friends, then we're just going to be friends. And I friend zone everybody at this point.
I friend zone a lot of people.
I don't know. Like, but I don't think it's them. You know what I mean? I don't even give them a chance.
Yes.
It's me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's me. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to make sure, like, I'm good spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, that I'm good enough for whoever is next.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And that doesn't exclude anybody from whoever is next. You know what I mean? I just want to be a better person for whoever that next person is. And for right now, that next person is myself. So I want to be good for me. You know what I mean? I want to do things that I want to do. If I want to get up and turn my goddamn phone off and not answer nobody, then I don't want to do that.
Right.
I feel good, like, with no an attachment. It's like being detached from everything. Like that is, I guess that's the space that I'm in. Like detachment. Like I'm detached from everything and everybody. Like if I don't feel like talking to you for the day, then I don't feel like talking to you for the day. And it doesn't mean like just friends or family. I mean, or significant others or anybody that you're like talking to. It's just like, yo, if I'm walking down to my living room and I feel like talking to my pops, I'll walk past him and I don't feel like talking to him.
But he also understands that, and he does not say anything
like,
to you either.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes I just don't feel like speaking.
Right.
And I need somebody to understand that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like everybody in our household understands that.
But that's very different. I'm talking about, like, but
outside of our household.
But, like, women are not like that. Women are not like that. And, like, when you're dating them, they want to talk to you 24/7. I'm like, bitch, I don't got the time to do that. I've been doing that for 3 years.
I was talking, actually, to
I've been doing
my
that for
best
3
friend.
years. You're crazy.
I was talking to my best friend about that recently because she was in a situation where, and she probably gonna watch this and be pissed that I'm talking about it, but I don't care because we argue all the time.
We don't know your friend. We don't know your best friend. Well, they don't. I do.
But she was in a situation where the person was like not texting her like as like consistent as she wanted it to be. And I was like, well, people have lives. I mean, it's very different when, like, somebody says they're going to do something and just does the opposite, or if they're just busy and, you know, aren't able to speak. But, like, what I said was, everybody has their own life. You don't know what these people are doing. You don't know what they actually have going on, because they can be telling you one thing and completely be doing the opposite of what they're doing.
Period.
Or even have, like, people around and you not know about that person because they're just living their life. So you don't really know. But at the same time, what you got to do is you got to play the game. If they doing that to you, do it back to them.
Yeah. They
text you back 3 hours later, you text them back 5 hours later. Like, if they gonna give you that, Raven, you give it back to her.
Petty.
I am very petty.
Raven is petty. What I was gonna say was, you give people, you reciprocate energy.
You reciprocate energy. Period. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
You reciprocate energy. And Raven says it a lot more nicer than me. My whole thing is relax, bitch.
That too.
Period. Just relax. Shit will come. Like, people just be wanting instant relationships and like, oh, you didn't text me back in 15 minutes. Like, yo, relax.
Right.
Stop like, playing on my phone before I before I do not text you back, period.
Right. Like, I enjoy people who, if I don't respond to you, you don't respond to me and be like, well, what are you doing?
Yeah,
or double text me. Like, don't do that. If I'm not responding to you, it's for a reason. And even if there isn't a reason, I'm not responding to you. So just relax. I'll get back to you. Yeah. Very much so. I'll get back to you. I'm good about that, but I'm not going to do it immediately if I don't feel like I want to do it immediately.
Yeah, she doesn't even text me back immediately neither. So, women, don't worry about it. I don't get the treatment either. But yeah, like, I don't know. I think people have the lines blurred between dating and relationships.
Relationships, absolutely.
They want the relationship part of me when we're dating, talking, and getting to know each other. And there's different stages to all of it. Getting to know each other, dating, talking. For me, it's all different relationships, all different aspects, and I'm going to give you different parts of me. I'm not going to give you the relationship part of me when, nigga, we talking. Right. Like, are you dumb? Yeah. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm very detached. Like, I don't care what nobody does. Like, a lot of things nowadays is not my business. I'm not asking nobody certain questions because, first of all, I don't care. Second of all, I don't care. Third of all, it ain't my business. And fourth of all, it's not my business. Like, I state, like, I one thing that women can always tell you that I've dealt with, I play my role very well. And I say that with no disrespect to them and no disrespect to myself, but I play my role very well. If I'm the side piece, then I'm gonna be the side piece and I'm gonna play my role. Right. If I'm your main joint, I'm gonna play my role and I'm gonna tell you what I like and what I don't like and all other things. But if we talking, then I'm gonna play my role as talking. If we dating, then I'm gonna play my role as we dating.
Right.
But those are all different people for me. I'm different. I'm very different from me talking to somebody and me dating somebody and me being in a relationship with somebody. So, I'm very different. I'm not the same person.
For you, dating and talking to someone are two different things.
Yep.
So dating is you having multiple people around, and talking is just like one person?
No. No. They're both. I'm doing what I want to do. They're both, I'm doing what I want to do. If I'm talking to somebody, I'm doing what I want to do. If I'm dating somebody, I'm doing what I want to do. Until we say we are exclusive, I'm doing what I want to do in real life. Like, you're not gonna control that part of me. Nope, I'm doing what I want to do. And that's none of your business, whatever I do. Maybe dating, you can like ask me certain questions, but I'm gonna answer you however I feel like answering you.
Right.
But if we're in a relationship, then that's totally different ball game for me. You know what I mean? I'm very different when having these conversations or asking certain things. Heck no. No. I'm not the same person. You're not gonna get the same me. You're gonna get a different side of me. I'm always affectionate that's what I am. I'm very consistent in being affectionate in every stage, and that's what gets me caught up. Cause like, well, you did this, and this, and I'm like, well,
I
know
can
what?
agree to that.
You know what I mean? My daddy was affectionate,
right? I feel like that's just like my natural.
Yeah, but I'm just so affectionate with women, and people didn't like, oh, like it's just like this, and I'm just like, but it's not. Because I'm affectionate I can be affectionate with no emotion towards it, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And I can be very affectionate with emotion towards it. Yeah. You just got to figure out which one is which, yeah. And just ask me, and I'll tell you, like, nah, I ain't fucking with you like that. We cool, but I ain't.
We cool, but we ain't that cool.
Right, you feel me? Like, we all right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I agree with that.
So I think we're on to my question, right? Question?
Yeah.
Question of the day. What is this over? No. 2:30. I think we're beyond it. So my question is, do bi women get a bad rap for dating straight women? No, okay. Well, let me say this again. Do bi women get a bad rap because dykes and studs date straight women? Does that make sense?
I think bisexuals get a bad rep because they do shit, but they make the excuse of I'm bisexual. It's like you can be with a woman for years and then they just like maybe just look at a man, and even if it like, or say if they flirt with a man, right, and you're with that person, their first thing is, well, you knew I was bisexual when you met me. But it's like, okay, I don't mind that you're bisexual, but at the same time you need to respect me. And if you're going after something that's like the total opposite of what you're dealing with, it's gonna hit hard for that person. Yeah. And it's always gonna stem back to you being bisexual, because I am me, right? This non-binary person.
Non-binary, they, them.
And you're going for this muscular man that is straight, and you are attracted to that part of them that you don't have, or that the other person doesn't have. So like, say if you are a bisexual woman, right, and you're just randomly like sexting a guy, right? You thought you were friends with this person, and then all of a sudden, like, the situation just changed randomly, right? And you're sexing this person.
So random.
You're sexing this person, right? And then, like, say, like, okay, your partner finds out, they're going to be mad because it's the total opposite of what they are. So it's like, do you want that? Because I can't offer you that, you know? So, like, that's where it stemmed from. And for me, that's where it stems from, because it's like, why are you with me if that's what you want? Yeah. So, like, I think bisexuals get their bad rep from them just doing sneaky shit and then just blaming it on their bisexuality, when the whole time we were together or we were dealing with each other, you were just all about women. Right. But now all of a sudden you are bisexual.
6 months down the line.
Right. So, like, it's not because you were bisexual, it's because you weren't that same person the whole time. You know what I mean?
Right. For me, in my experience, I think bisexuals do get a bad rap, right? Because I usually deal with women that I'm their first girlfriend, right? And So they're not. They don't consider themselves anything because they've always been a straight woman, right? And then I come into their lives and I show them something different, and all that other things happen, and then like we end up in like a long ass relationship, and then it's just like, but are you really gay?
Right.
Do you really like women, or like do you like me?
Just like me,
right?
yeah.
Or am I enough for you to like for a lifetime, right? So I do, in my experiences, bisexuals do get a bad rap from me, because now I'm like, ain't no bisexuals. I need a 10-year recommendation of you licking pussy, period. Like, it has to be like that, because at this point I'm not going to play with you. I don't have time to play with anybody. I don't got time to play with you. I don't got time. So at this point, I need a 10-year recommendation of you fucking licking pussy, period. If you got a kid, I'm cool with you having kids. You know what I mean? I'm not tripping off you having kids at all. But the last time you had a relationship with your nigga, your baby had to be 10 years old. Period.
Damn.
And that's just how I feel. Like, I need that recommendation. I need you to know, like, yo, you really into this lesbian life, because when you look, not even you looking at men or thinking men is cute, because I do that too. Like, I'm not blind. I'm not stupid. I know when a man looks good and when a man doesn't look good, right? But for you to go out and look for something that I don't have,
it's just a slap in the face.
Right, it's just a slap, and I know it's not me, because I know it's something I can't give you, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't feel no type of way about it, but like, yo, be transparent. Tell me about that shit, because we could just fuck, and it could just be that.
Mm-hmm.
It don't got it. Like, I don't have to have my feelings involved. I can have sex with somebody and not
feelings.
feel nothing towards the person. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I can do that in today's age, but I could have recently done that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that. So bisexuals in this point in time, like, no. 10-year recommendation. Like, when's the last time you like gave some head, bro, to a man? When's the last time? No, for real. Like, when's the last time a man took you on a date? Because, like, I need to know certain things, because I don't like that. You know what I mean? Because I'm a lesbian. I love women. You know what I mean? I love black women. Period. And I'm not with none of that extra stuff. I'm not with none of it. You know what I mean? I don't care that you think Odell Beckham looks the greatest looking man on earth. Like, that doesn't bother me, because I think Michael B. Jordan is fucking amazing looking. You know what I mean? But what I won't do and what I'm not going to do is have sex with Michael B. Jordan. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that. Uh-huh. So I'm not with none of that stuff. So I get that. 10-year recommendation, period. So if you're trying to talk to me, 10-year recommendation. Make sure you're looking pussy for 10 years. Like, period. That's how I feel.
Makes sense to me. I wouldn't say 10 years, but
10 years.
It has to be like a long time. Like, I don't think I would.
I'm 30 plus, bro. That means you've been eating pussy for since you was 20, 21. Like, that's not a long time. Like, no, I'm not playing with you. No. I'm not doing that.
She said no.
10 years.
I get it.
10 years. That's it. Okay. So we're gonna close this out with your message?
Yeah. So my message is to live your life and stop letting people disturb your peace. Also, sidebar: protect black women, protect black men, and Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter always. Make sure y'all go out and vote.
Definitely vote.
If you don't vote, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I play the fence on like voting and stuff like that, but I'm really gonna vote. But
I've definitely been thinking about it, but I think I'm gonna do it.
You know, if you don't vote at the end of the day, it's a vote for Trump.
Right.
And whatever your morals and your principles are, you know what I mean? If that's what you're for, then that's what you're for. But me particularly, you know what I mean? I'm not for that. So just go out and vote. Period.
Go out, vote. Protect black women. Protect black men. Black Lives Matter. We out here.
Protect black lesbians and queers and homosexuals.
Absolutely.
Because that's a whole different type of I hate to say it like this though, but it's a whole different type of ball game, because people think like protect black people. I think protect black people means all people. I don't care what you do.
Right, but to some people that's not what it is.
Some people it's not how it is. So sometimes you got to be very specific when you say certain things. So yes, protect
black LGBTQ plus people.
Protect
as
black
well.
Women. Protect black
men, black trans men, trans
black
women,
kids. All of that. Protect black.
All that.
Protect
If
black.
you black, you protected
From me.
by me. But
All
yeah,
right.
we
That
out
is
here.
our first episode.